What up? This is Laura Maitreya with the Super Longevity Institute. Today's episode is called It's Dangerous to Be Right When the Government is Wrong. Got a couple of books I'm going to put you on. Yeah. The first government organization I want to talk about is the FDA. They get in the way of cures. They're putting out drugs that is harmful to the public. They're running all types of scams. The first book is called the FDA. I bought this a few years ago from the Life Extension Community Foundation. FDA, Failure, Deception, and Abuse. And I'm gonna just read the front book, okay? Because everybody needs to be familiar on what the Food and Drug Administration is all about. That's a government agency that's supposed to protect us from scams and bad drugs and all types of poison in the food, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be making sure that whatever's sold to the public, if it's food or drug, it's supposed to be beneficial and helpful to us and not kill us. Obviously, they're not doing that. They're not doing a good job at that. This book documents how the FDA denies the introduction of life-saving therapies, suppresses safe methods of preventing disease, causes the price of drugs to be beyond the means of most, intimidates those who develop innovative methods, fails by its own admission to keep pace with science, criminalizes giving scientific information to consumers, censors medical information that would educate doctors, fail to protect the safety of our food, approved prescription drugs that prove lethal. The FDA, Failure, Deception, and Abuse. Go cop that from the Life Extension Foundation. Everybody, every hip hopper, get this fucking book. Put this on your shelf. All right? Put this on your shelf. All right? The reason why this is important is because the Life Extension Foundation, which is the largest supplement company dedicated to reversing the aging process, in the 80s, the government went in there, put guns to Bill Falloon and them head. You know, Bill Falloon and Saul Ken is the founders. Salute y'all, both of y'all, for keeping up the good fight all these years. In the 80s, seized all their supplements like they were selling drugs, like they had bricks and whatnot, and beefed up all these big charges. They were facing years in jail, decades in jail. And then the FDA said, all right, well, you know, if you say that you guilty, we'll drop the charges. Let you go. They said no. It fought them and won. So I salute those brothers, okay? Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have no health food stores. Shout outs to Bill Falloon and Saul Kent. Every hip hopper needs to know their story. There should be a movie about them for real. We're gonna move on. FDA, Failure, Deception, Abuse. That's what the Food and Drug Administration is really about. Medical apartheid. We going in today, y'all. The government, it's dangerous to be right when the government is wrong. Medical apartheid. The dark history of medical experimentation on Black Americans from colonial times to the present by Harriet A. Washington. Get this book, okay? If you want to know about how they've been experimenting on Black people, remember the Tuskegee Airmen when they gave them syphilis, knowingly gave them syphilis as an experiment. Okay? Remember Heretta Lacks when they took her cells. She had cancer, they took her cells and they sold it. Okay? Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington. Get this book. Everybody should have this book. They've been doing us dirty, especially Black Americans. Everybody's getting done dirty, to be honest with you. But Black Americans is definitely getting the real bad end of the stick. I'm gonna even go in even a little further. We got Freeway Ricky Ross, the untold autobiography by Rick Ross, the real one, not the rapper, but the real one. Okay, the government was selling, was distributing cocaine to the LA streets to Freeway Ricky Ross. Okay, get this book. This is his story. The government. Okay. All right. Remember Oliver North, all right, with the Iran Contra. They were selling drugs to fund wars, okay? Freeway Ricky Ross, the Untold Autobiography. Go get this book. The government was one of the biggest drug pushers. We don't own no planes and ships. William Falloon came out with this book called Pharmacracy. Okay? How corrupt deals misguide medical regulations are bankrupting America and what to do about it. Pharmacracy. We all know what the pharmaceutical drugs are doing to us. The side effects is worse than the disease that you have. You ever read the side effects of these drugs? They should have side benefits, not fucking excuse my language. Not a billion side effects. Okay? Pharmacracy is all about money. William Falloon, CEO of Life Essentials, wrote this book. I got one more book. Okay? We need to really know about the system. I keep hearing people talk about Trump. Yeah, Trump is an asshole. He's just a figurehead. Presidents are selected, not elected. Again, presidents are selected, not elected. Okay? These are my forefathers right here. See them on the wall right here? See that right there? Those are my forefathers. See that? Okay? We're in an inhumane system, a flawed, inhumane system. Okay? We still have a colony in America. DC. DC is a colony. Why is it a colony? Because the residential part of DC is being taxed without any representation. Okay? They're in the same political climate as the early Americans was when they was fighting the British in colonial times, when they was fighting the king. And they was being taxed without representation. Now they're doing it to a small area in DC. You know, it's not right. Everybody should know about this. And this is why we're not going to go anywhere as a country. Because we're not, what the MLK say, Martin Luther King say, all we want to do is be true to what you have on paper. That's why paper proclamations don't mean shit. Because people put shit on paper and they don't hold up to it. Home rule or house rule. Congress and the Erosion of Local Governments in the District of Columbia by Michael A. Fontroy. Okay? Every hip hopper needs to know about what's going on in DC. They're under congressional rule, being taxed without representation. They got a shadow senator and a shadow congressman who doesn't have a vote in the House. And these people want to talk about Trump. You don't even know what to do with these people, how to give these people their local government, their home rule. Okay? It's not right. It's not right that they're in the same conditions. I don't care if you don't live there. You should know about this. This affects everybody because the corruption is so high in this country. The corruption is so high. They're not living up to what they're saying on paper. Every hip hopper needs to know about this. We need to concentrate our power and take it to the next level. Okay? It's dangerous to be right when the government is wrong. Get all these books. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coconut water. Let me go over these books one more time because I think I might have went a little too fast. I just came from walking literally like 100 blocks. You know what I'm saying? That's why my skin is glowing. All right? 1 second. FDA. Bunch of articles about the FDA. Federal Deception Abuse. That's what the acronym to me means. Because they're not really helping nobody. It's about the Food and Drug Administration. Get this book. It's not enough to just know about what supplements you need to take and what lifestyle you need to lead to get to super longevity. So we can get to the tech, live long enough to get to the technology that'll give us an extra 10 years. Pharmacracy by the great William Falloon, co-founder of the Life Extension Foundation. Okay? We need to know what's up with the pharmaceutical companies. They control medicine. All right? They control the medicine. It's time for it to stop. But they ain't going to stop unless we stop it. Freeway Ricky Ross, untold autobiography. The government is the biggest drug pushers. They're the ones that put the drugs and the cocaine in our communities and created this epidemic. You talk about the pandemic. What about the epidemic? The crack epidemic that took the lives of a whole fucking generation. Excuse me. Excuse my language. I'm pissed off today. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Medical apartheid. Like I said, they've been experienced. By Harriet A. Washington, this great black woman. Okay, they've been experimenting on black men and black women since colonial times. We've been getting it. Everybody's getting it. I mean, just because the white people got a little bit better, we all getting the bad end of the stick at the end of the day. Okay, but blacks, we just getting it a little bit more worse. Okay. Medical apartheid. Get that book. Every hip hopper needs to put that on his show. Okay? All this talk of bragging about, nonsense. Get your books up, man. I'm seeing a lot of y'all bloggers, a lot of y'all dudes that's coming straight off the streets. I get a little knowledge and y'all going crazy. Y'all ain't got no books, though. You ain't got no books on your show. Where you get your information from? I heard one dude talking about MLK as an agent. Martin Luther King wasn't no damn agent. You out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Just because he took some money from somebody. We got to get a little bit more literate, man. These sidewalk educators need to get themselves together, man. It's because you could beat a few people up. You're a little strong. You got a lot of courage. You did some time in jail. I don't mean nothing when it comes to this arena of education, my dude. It's about what you got in here. Where you getting it from? Home rule or house rule. Congress and the erosion of local governments in the District of Columbia by Michael K. Fontroy. Everybody needs to know about this problem that we have. Everybody. Hip hoppers need to know this specifically. I'm not going into this further. Why we need to know about this. Okay? Why we need to know how they're treating the District of Columbia. It's not right. Okay? And how we go if they can't free them of a congressional rule, none of us could be free. They're in the same predicament as the colonial times. None of us, they be attached to our representation. None of us is free. I hear all these white people throwing up the thing. Yeah. I don't see y'all. You're not complaining because you don't live there. But y'all think that because y'all don't live there, this doesn't affect you. It does affect you. All right. I'm a little pissed off today because I see I'm seeing a lot of bull crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of bull crap. We in real hard times. Super Longevity Institute is trying to up the literacy. Go up the literacy. Too much talk. Too many people talking out of their head. There's other people that's more smarter than you. There's other people. There's a broad ideas. Go get them ideas from other people. You're only one person. Okay. I see somebody writing Medical Apartheid is a good book. They all good books, Playboy. Just because you don't got them, don't mean they're not all good books. They all good books. All the books that I showed today, it's all great books. Go get all of them and put them on your shelf and share this knowledge, okay? This is Lord Maitreya. Single eye salute. Press that like button, comment, hit that notification button. It helps the channel to grow. One love, y'all.